Good evening, wrestling fans. Lance Muscle with you here, along with the Cowboy, and tonight we bring you some of the best UWF wrestling you've ever seen live from Louisville, Kentucky. Titles are on the line here tonight. The tag team titles, the world titles. Stay with us. All right, wrestling fans, we are back, and it is going to be one heck of an event here coming to you from Louisville, Kentucky. The tag team champions, the New England Sheepherders, are in the house. We want to welcome Wrestling Mama, the latest addition to the nation. Tonight, we're going to see the Sheepherders defending those titles against Junkyard Dog and Hacksaw Jim Duggan. And Cowboy, what do you have to say about that one?
Well, you know, I've known both of those millers a long time, but I can tell you something right now. I know they're going to get it on. When you put these two guys in the ring, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Junkyard Dog, they're all business. But I'll tell you, there are no two greater Americans you're going to find anywhere walking the face of the earth than those two men. And I can tell you what, we put those two teams there, we ring the bell, we're going to hook them up.
Indeed, and our opening contest is going to be one as well. Former UWF television champion right here, Kamala. And he's getting set right now to go up against another powerful man, newcomer here to the UWF. Well known throughout the world of wrestling, the one and the only Mr. Wonderful. That's Paul Orndorff, and I'll tell you, he's put together. I don't mind telling you, he doesn't miss many days in the gymnasium, that's for sure.
Now, I'll tell you, Mr. Wonderful, Paul Orndorff, I had a very interesting conversation with him when I invited him to come here to the UWF. And it didn't take a whole lot of prompting on my part. He understands that we've got some of the greatest talent anywhere in the wrestling world, and he wants to prove that he's among the best. And I told him he'd have every opportunity to do that right here, and that's what he's here to do tonight. And if he can beat Kamala, that's going to be a big stepping stone in his career here in the UWF as he tries to ascend to that title.
Well, he's not taking the easy way to the top, I'll tell you that right now. Kamala is a near 400-pounder from the Isle of Uganda, deepest, darkest Africa. Very hard to control this man. Many times throughout his career, he has had somebody handling him in his corner, and since coming to the UWF, he's been his own man with some success, I might add.
Well, it's definitely been a most unique version of Kamala we've seen here in the world of wrestling in many years, because you're right, there's no kimchi, there's no outside interferences, he doesn't have anybody out there, he's his own man, and he's been taking care of business pretty well. Now, we all know he was involved in the world-class area with Percival Pringle, but he's since left the guidance of him. He's come out here under his own power, and as you mentioned, former UWF television champion, that's not an easy thing to get done. He beat Terry Taylor for that title, and that's also not an easy thing to accomplish.
Indeed, it's not. And right now, he's going up against Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff. Doesn't really matter which of these two men win. It's going to be a huge victory for either one. As right now, it is Paul Orndorff measuring Kamala with the elbows. And as long as he keeps him on the mat, then the size advantage really doesn't play a role. I'm not sure that there is a strength advantage. And if there is, I'm not sure it doesn't go to Paul Orndorff.
Well, both of these men extremely powerful, extremely strong individuals, so it's hard to say. But I think if it was a weightlifting competition, we know for sure Mr. Wonderful Orndorff would win that one. But when you talk about weight and strength and just brute force, then maybe, I don't know. I might give him the advantage in that one just a little bit.
Well, right now, the Ugandan has things in hand as he takes Mr. Wonderful from the apron back into the ring. And now, some of that tribal dance that he does, and that normally doesn't bode well for the man in the ring with him. And right now, Orndorff in trouble. Oh, and he's got him in that version of the camel clutch.
Well, I'll tell you, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, he's a strong son of a gun. He's able to get out of that thing right there, and you saw that, and that's something you won't see too many men ever be able to do against Kamala. But Orndorff has doing things to Kamala that the majority of people out there really wouldn't be able to do.
Orndorff continuing the beating right now with the kicks and the punches and sends Kamala into the turnbuckle. Fans, we've got some special video we're going to be showing you here shortly as well regarding a name that will be coming here to the UWF to compete in the near future. As Orndorff goes for the cover, he gets one, and that's all he's going to get. Now, one thing about Orndorff, we know he's got one of the most devastating finishers in the business, and that is the pile driver. Now, we've known a lot of men to use that move, but I don't know anyone who hits it like Orndorff does.
I've got to agree with that 100% because Paul Orndorff, when he hits that move, it's absolutely devastating thing. He puts it, jumps into it, and he really just drives all the weight of the man down.
Well, right now it is Kamala driving all the weight down into the chest of Orndorff. Near 400 pounds crashing down on Paul Orndorff. A lesser man would be done already, but as you can see, Orndorff is really put together here. Tremendous elbow dropping. Will this be it? It's over. Kamala gets the win. Wow, what a win that is.
Well, we said from the beginning it was going to be a question of whoever got the win, it was going to be a big victory for them. And right now we see Kamala right back into his winning ways here. And that's going to, again, give him opportunities down the road.
We wondered how he was going to rebound after losing the television title, but I don't mind telling you, he rebounded pretty well with a clean pinfall victory over someone the caliber of Paul Orndorff. And Orndorff now knows what he's got himself into here in the UWF, I can tell you that for sure. Fans, stay with us, and we'll be right back with more UWF Wrestling. right, welcome back. And joining us at this time, he's the one and only. This is Ted DiBiase. Tremendous talent in his own right, and he's got something he's got to say. We're going to find out what's on his mind here in just a moment.
You know, things really have been picking up here in the UWF lately. As I look around this ring and this arena and I look in that back locker room, the talent is getting deeper and deeper by the moment, and I understand we're going to have some people joining us here in the roster as the weeks go by. Now, the truth of the matter is I really don't care who comes. I don't care who goes. What I do care about is that I make it to the top of the mountain, and I have every intention of doing just that. I've had a taste of the gold with the TV title, but I didn't get to hold on to it very long. But that's something I plan to rectify here in the very near future in the UWF. So I don't care if it's the tag team titles. I don't care if it's a rematch of Brad Armstrong for the television title. And heck, I don't even care if it's my good friend Steve Dr. Death Williams for the TV title, because I do think he's still going to be the champion when tonight is over, my friend. Just know one thing, if you're wearing gold, Ted DiBiase is going to be looking for you.
Well, he made his point and he made it clear. All right, fans, we're going to be bringing you right now a look at some action. We've got some talent that'll be joining us here in the weeks to come. He is the reigning world-class championship wrestling television champion, Kevin Von Erich, and he, I understand, will be a part of our upcoming roster in the near future.
Well, yeah, we've talked to the Von Erichs, and we've told the folks at World Class we understand their situation right now without a world champion, and we go through the Texas area. It's no surprise there. Everybody knows that we go around the Midwest area, so we will definitely be stopping in Texas, and we've invited them with an open contract. If they want to come out and join us, they can do that at any point in time. We've got contracts on the table, and if they want to fight, we can give them an opportunity to show what they got.
We're looking right now at highlights from a recent match held in World Class featuring Kevin Von Erich and the one known as the Missing Link.
Well, Missing Link is another guy who we know the man, you know, he lives up to his name. You know, he's missing a few screws, and he's the kind of guy you've got to worry about. You've got to worry about him quite a bit if you're a guy like Kevin Von Erich, and pretty much anybody gets in the ring with him. He's dangerous. He uses that head of his as a weapon. But Kevin Von Erich, he's a very capable man. He comes from a great line of wrestling talent in his family, of course. Fritz Von Erich, his father, and everybody knows about his brother Gary Von Erich. He was the world-class champion until he had that title stolen from him by Jerry Lawler.
Indeed, as most people know, that is the way that has gone down. But in the meantime, Von Erich, Kevin Von Erich, that is, has managed to maintain and retain the TV title throughout all these weeks. And we're taking a look at this match right here. He's an aerial artist. He'll get on that top rope and he will go flying through the air. And again, he's got a guy like the Missing Link who is really put together. And he's got him in trouble. It'll be very interesting to see what happens when Von Erich comes here to the UWF, and also anyone else that may decide to join up.
Well, again, I've got a lot of contracts around here, and, you know, we can do this anytime. We got people that are ready to fight, so if you're ready to fight, you put your name on the line, we will hook you up.
Again, the Missing Link right now having his way with Von Erich in this match. Von Erich has known the world over. He has traveled to the overseas. He's been over to Japan. He has been to Canada. He has wrestled on every continent there is. No stranger whatsoever. And right now you see the missing link hitting the turnbuckle. Absolutely no effect on him.
Well, again, that man, he's not normal. You know, you can ram his head into the steel ring post half the time, and I'm not sure he's even going to understand that something happened to him. His head is a lethal weapon in its own right. But Von Erich, you know, he knows his way around the ring, and he's been in the ring with this guy before, so it's not like he's not going to have an answer for these kind of questions when they arrive.
Right now, we see Von Erich stalking his prey. Nice back edge knife chops he's got going on here. And now he waits, and there it is. That's a family heirloom right there. The Von Erich brain claw.
Well, I can tell you right now, I know firsthand Fritz Von Erich, when he taught his boys how to do that holding. I don't think nobody's had a better brain claw in the history of wrestling than Von Erich. And he's passed that down to his sons. Kerry Von Erich's using it, Kevin Von Erich's using it, and they're getting a lot of success. It didn't get them to win on that particular occasion, but it makes you wonder how much it may have taken out of the missing link just having that on you. It puts a lot of pressure on your temples. It puts a lot of pressure on you. It make you want to black out from the pain is what it'll do.
And we've seen that happen on many occasions, actually. And look at this move from the top rope with a missile drop kick all the way down to the floor. Fans, when these guys come to town, you don't want to miss the action. And again, in the near future, Kevin Von Erich will be here wrestling in the UWF.
Again, I'm very excited about the opportunities we have to work with our friends in World Class. And again, doors open. All you got to do is step up, tell me you want to fight. I got contracts on the table. We are ready to ink names. We'll dot some I's and we'll cross some T's and we'll get this thing done.
Again, Von Erich getting his way at this moment and having the advantage on the challenger. Fireman carry, and he's taking him down. And at this point, the missing link, he looks like he's in trouble. Von Erich from the top rope looking like he's ready to launch, and there it is. Oh, even the champion can miss.
You know, he may have mistimed that jump there. I think he thought he was further away than he was. When you're doing that jump from behind like that with your back turned, it's real easy to miscalculate and misjudge your target. But now look and see what he does here.
You know, he's got him in the abdominal stretch. Oh, now he's going to add the claw hold, this time to the rib cage. And I can tell you right now, again, opportunities like that. That takes a lot out of a man.
No, again, that claw holder there, they do it in such a way, and when you do it in the rib cage like that, you can't breathe. It's so hard to inhale. Everything, every muscle in your body just hurts and it aches, and you don't want to move. And it's kind of like being in there with a python, man. It's just sucking the life right out of you.
Again, Von Erich up to the top rope. He's going to try his luck again. This time he drops the big knee, and it finds its mark. We'll see if that's enough to keep the missing link down, but apparently not.
Well, I wouldn't say he kicked out with authority on that one, that's for sure, but he got himself out somehow, and that's all that matters. The match still going on, and he still has the opportunity to become the world-class television champion at this point in time. We'll see how that holds up, though, as the match rolls on.
You know, Von Erich, one of those guys that wrestles barefoot, and I got to think that's not only a difficult thing to do, but probably a dangerous thing to do.
Well, it definitely leaves you open to another form of attack, man. When you get somebody out there who wants to stomp your foot, you got absolutely no protection on it. And but he likes to wrestle that way, and it works for him.
Another near fall, and again, the missing link able to somehow kick out the back door of this one. Von Erich has him in the corner now. Monkey flips him out to the middle of the ring. Springboard, look at that move right there. And he hooks the leg. Will he get him? He's got two. And no.
Well, I got to tell you right now, I'm very surprised. I thought for sure he had him with that one right there, but that was close. That was very close.
Now again, he's got the claw hold, and I think the missing link has just had enough.
He may have blacked out from that one.
He's got two, and there's three. And there is the winner, Kevin Von Erich. And that's why he is the world-class television champion.
Well, like I said, we saw some of the best of Kevin Von Erich right here. This is what he does. This is what the family does. And we've got lots of room here if they want to come and join us. They're more than welcome to. We'll be going through the great state of Texas in the very near future here, and they are more than welcome to become part of what we're doing.
All right, fans, as I said, we're going to be seeing the Von Erich. We're going to be seeing a lot of the talent from World Class joining us here in the UWF in the weeks to come. All right, we are back here live from Louisville, and it is time for the UWF Tag Team Championship match. We are looking at the team called J.Y. Duggan, Junkyard Dog, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan. And tonight they're going to try and take those titles away from the Sheep Herders.
Those two boys from New Zealand, they're a little bit crazy. You know, they're crazy like a pet coon, as we like to say. They definitely march to the tune of a different drummer, if you know what I'm talking about. But they managed to get it done in the ring. I got to give them credit where credit is due. They're a couple of rough, tough sons of guns. They ain't the biggest men to fight. But as I like to tell people all the time, it ain't about the size of the dog in the fight. It's about the size of the fight and the dog. And these guys have some mighty big fight in them. But when you're talking about dogs, I don't know if they get any meaner and badder than the Junkyard Dog. And that's right now. He's out there with a very qualified tag team partner in Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I think it's going to be one heck of a match.
No, I definitely agree with that one. I'm looking forward to this. As we get an opportunity now. There they are, the tag team champions. The New Zealand Sheep Herders, Luke and Butch. They've held those titles for some time now, and while they've come close to losing them, they've managed to hang on. The question is, will they be able to do it tonight against a team like the Junkyard Dog and Hacksaw Jim Duggan? Fans, we are all excited about the recent news about WWE2K18. That will be coming out sometime late October, and we are waiting for updates, and I can assure you, as they come out, we will be bringing you the news right here on the Nation Network. as we take a look at the challengers, and they prepare to definitely go to battle. There's no two ways about it. This is about to be a war. These two teams are going to get down and dirty because there's not a whole lot of wrestling to be had amongst these four men. Now, I agree with that, too. This is going to be a backyard brawl, is what this is going to be. It's going to be a behind-the-shed whooping. Both these teams very capable of doing it. But I have a funny feeling tag team champions, their number may be up tonight. I'm not saying for sure. I'm just saying right now is one of the best opportunities they've had to lose those titles in a very long time. Not the first meeting between these two teams, but I do think the Junkyard Dog and Jim Duggan have probably done a good job of preparing this time around. And we'll see how that plays out. Bell sounds and action's underway. Back body drop and Duggan goes down quickly. The Sheepherder going to work on him. Butch Miller goes down. He goes down hard. Now Duggan putting the boot to the back. Went for another clothesline. Only Miller able to catch him with that, and he got him with a Russian leg sweep. Now look at this. Duggan back in charge. Tremendous clothesline by Duggan. And Jim Duggan, he's just a big, tough son of a gun. The NFL lineman person right here. This is a guy who knows how to use his body as a weapon and throw people around. There, and speaking of the dead, there he goes right there, throwing somebody around. One half of the tag team champions making a lunging tag just at the nick of time there. We'll see how that turns out for him. Tag now made to the Junkyard Dog, who's going to come in and try his. Oh, down he goes. Indeed, Junkyard Dog comes in right away, showing that his bark's every bit as bad as his bite. Luke Williams now on the receiving end of some punishment. Both teams made tags at the same time, but it has paid off for the challengers more so than the champions at this point in time. Junkyard Dog now to the middle rope. Let's see what he's got in mind. Went for the splash. Nobody home. Now it is Williams dragging him over towards his corner. That is smart tag team wrestling right there. There's the tag made. The Junkyard Dog in trouble. Seems like he's a mile away from home right now. Miller doing a number on him. Inverted atomic drop, and down goes the Dog. Well, you've seen Junkyard Dog take this much abuse. You saw him using the ropes to try to get up, and he's right now using some trouble, no doubt about it. He's feeling all of this. Yeah, neck breaker going to do a job on him as well. And now look at this, going for the pinfall here. I don't know if that'll be enough. That's one count. He kicks out the back door. Failing to hook the leg is not going to get you anywhere in this kind of match. Well, wait a minute. It looks like a little bit of confusion outside the ring there. He wanted to make a tag to his partner, but his partner nowhere to be found. Well, I don't know what's going on with that. But now the challengers will have the opportunity here. There's the double team. Referee will allow 5 seconds. As Duggan comes off the middle rope and down across the shoulder. And there's an atomic knee drop. Suddenly the challengers have taken control of this match. Hacksaw Jim Duggan has got this crowd up. They want to see it. Another back body drop, and suddenly the Sheepherder's in trouble. Follows him in, clothesline drops him. Well, I told Jim Duggan, he's really bringing the fight to these two boys, and I knew he would. No doubt in my mind whatsoever. Series of forearms to the back. Miller in trouble now as Duggan continues the beatdown. He's got him up in the air with a planted slam. There's the clothesline. We may have new tag team champions right here. Save is made, otherwise it would have been over. Now, wait a minute. He goes for it again. And only gets two.
Well, it's a good thing he made that save when he did, because I'll tell you right now, it looked like to me, I thought we were going to have new tag team champions right there.
Finally, tag is made, and now Williams getting himself into this match. Or Miller, I beg your pardon. Down with the axe handle, and he caught him with it. Working the shoulder. And Duggan rolls outside the ring to recollect himself. Here's a big clothesline, and down he goes. Now it is Duggan heading over to the Junkyard Dog. Wait a minute, now the Junkyard Dog's not ready to come in. Both teams seem a little bit out of sorts, so to speak.
Yeah, I gotta admit, there's been some strange things I've been seeing here in this one.
Had him up in the trio wall, and now Duggan is in trouble as he tries to get to his feet, and he does. There's that inverted atomic knee drop one more time. Nobody home this time, and now Duggan trying, desperately trying. The Junkyard Dog coming in now, but the referee's going to stop him. Duggan goes down after the airplane spin, and he's way far away from his corner. Right now, the sheep herders doing their job, cutting this ring in half.
Well, one of the biggest things you look for in successful tag teams is how well they operate in the ring, and keeping that ring cut in half is one of the biggest things you can possibly do.
Irish whip sends him in the corner. Here's that charging clothesline one more time. He's got him up. What's he going to do with him?
I'm not sure what he was thinking about there, but he spent way too much time posing down, and that was a mistake, and he almost paid the price for it.
Miller now with a scoop up in the air, slams Duggan hard to the canvas. Now he's biting him. Referee, I don't know if he didn't see it or what, but he didn't do anything about it. Follows up with that devastating headbutt. Duggan finding his way out, back to the center of the ring. Here's the Irish whip into the ropes. He goes back out front. Both men collide. Miller now has him up on the top rope, and he's going up there after him. Oh, here comes the Junkyard Dog in the ring, and he's seen enough. Gets his eyes raked, and now both men are down. The challengers are in trouble. That may have backfired on him right there, but Duggan, one more time turning the tables, and now the Irish whip sends him out away from his tag team partner.
And Jim Duggan very fortunate right now, because that was the opportunity of the match right there for them. They could have easily took this one over.
There's the clothesline. Will that be enough? He's got him. Hooks the leg. He's got two. We've got new tag team champions. Unbelievable. You know, I've seen a lot of different things happen. This match was a little bit surreal at times. But when it came right down to it, Duggan stood up as we knew he would. He said those titles were coming back to American hands, and he made good on it.
Well, Jim Duggan, I told you early on, man, he is one of the most powerful forces of anybody I've seen in the wrestling ring in many a year, and he proves it right here. And because of that, they are now the new UWF Tag Team Champions, and I could not be any prouder.
New Tag Team Champions crowned here tonight, fans. World title is up next. Will there be 2 new title holders tonight? Stay with us and we will find out. All right, welcome back, fans. It is time. We are going to find out who will be the UWF Heavyweight Champion of the World. Here is the challenger. We've seen him have some mixed results early on here in the UWF, but right now, Detroit, Michigan, Rick Steiner, and this guy, he's tough as nails, man. Look at the way he's put together. What a piece of work.
Well, as powerful and strong as this man is, he's also one of the most accomplished wrestlers that you've ever met in the world. And fighting in the University of Michigan, he was a tremendous amateur wrestler, took his talents very far in the world of collegiate wrestling, and now he brings him here to the UWF, and he's going to have that professional aspect to it as well, where now he can brawl it up a little bit. And look at him. There ain't doubt in anybody's mind this man can brawl. You are going to be looking at the immovable force against the unstoppable object in this matchup, and I just can't wait for these two boys to hook them up.
Well, that's what we're waiting on right now, and it's going to happen. And here comes the UWF Heavyweight Champion, Dr. Det Steve Williams. The native of Oklahoma. Sooner pride, and he's here to defend that championship title. That means so much. When you're the world champion and you've got everyone nipping at your heels, you've got to have eyes in the back of your head, and tonight, he's going to have to beware of the dog-faced gremlin, Rick Steiner.
Well, the name is well-earned, I can tell you that right now. He lives up to that title every chance he gets, and he's a dangerous man. Is right, and you Steve Williams right now, you better be ready. I don't care. You can call yourself Dr. Death all you want, but if you're not ready for this match, we're going to have a new champion here tonight.
Very possible. There is the challenger. And there is the champion. And in just a little while, we'll know how this ends up and if they will both go out as with those same titles or if those titles will change. The doctor is in. Well, tonight he might have to be a vet. We'll have to find out. But I'll tell you, Dr. Death Steve Williams, Rick Steiner is going to be one of the matches. I've been working for this match all week long. I'm so excited about this one. Fans definitely going to be happy with this one. I guarantee you that. It's going to be a great matchup between two top caliber performers here in the UWF. Bell sounds, action's underway. Dr. Death Steve Williams wasting no time. Attacking the challenger with a neck breaker, follows it up with an elbow. Some right hands, and now going to work on the leg. So he's basically worked him from head to toe, and we're only 30 seconds in. Well, Williams right now definitely has the experience advantage, and of course he's the champion, so it's going to come with a little bit level of confidence, and he's going to bring the fight to Rick Steiner early on, but it's a long way to the finish line, you know what I'm saying? He has him in that step over toe hold, but Steiner able to get out of it. He was very close to the ropes. Kind of surprised he didn't just reach out and grab him. There's the Irish whip in. He goes back elbow, and the champion just took that one on the chin. Now Steiner's got him. What's he going to do here? Here's a nice suplex. He's got a bunch of them he'll pull out of the book. Matter of fact, he might be rewriting that book. He comes up with something new, it seems, every time we see him. Well, that's that amateur wrestling coming back to haunt somebody like Dr. Steve Williams in a match like this, because Steiner does know how to use that leverage. He takes that amateur style, and there's a lot of suplexing you can't do in amateur wrestling that you can do here in the UWF, and he's taking advantage of that. But he's very powerful, and he definitely knows how to throw even a bigger man like Steve Williams around, and he's shown that already. Now the champion once again with the advantage here. He couldn't hold the weight, and Steiner, nice move right there to adjust that weight and takes advantage of the situation coming down across the chest of Dr. Death Steve Williams. And again, another unique suplex, that butterfly backward, almost a German suplex out of a butterfly. Well, I can tell you one thing, Dr. Death Steve Williams, he's been in the ring with some of the best, but he ain't never been in the ring with nobody quite like Rick Steiner, and he better figure out how to adjust to that pretty quickly, because Steiner's starting to get a little bit of a roll going here. Well, yeah, the match early on looked like the champion was in control, but right now it's anything but. Steiner is on the middle rope, has second thoughts, comes down now, going to work on the eyes. It looks like the face, he is raking the face of the champion. Hits the ropes back out front. Devastating elbow drop, and Dr. Death Steve Williams is in trouble. Steiner now playing to the crowd. That could be a problem. I don't know if that's a smart idea on his part. No, I definitely would not recommend that strategy, but he's going with it right now. And now Dr. Death Steve Williams trying to put a couple of moves together, but he's struggling to do that. He's not able to right now. Steiner once again sends him into the turnbuckle. Oh, there's the Bulldog, and now Dr. Death Steve Williams is out. This could be it. We may have a new champion right here. He got him. Well, I'll tell you, I am very surprised. Not surprised that Steiner was able to win the match, but I really didn't think it would go that quickly. I think Dr. Death Steve Williams may have underestimated this man. Tremendous move by Steiner, and we have two new champions crowned here tonight. There he is, the brand new UWF Heavyweight Champion of the World, the one and only Rich Steiner. Fans, we thank you for joining us here on the Nation Network. For the Cowboy, Lance Muscle here saying so long, and we'll see you soon.